You know what they say, first you don't succeed, try again. This is refilming this because I wasn't happy with the first time I filmed this because I was out of focus, because I can't seem to be in focus in my videos. Fact of the matter is I use manual focus on my camera. I don't like using autofocus because half the time it focuses on my books and not my face. So my face should be in focus. And if I'm not, I'm gonna be pissed. As the title of this video suggests, because it's not like it is what it is, I'm doing my February book haul because I acquired enough books to warrant its own video this month. Which just means that I failed in my book buying thing that I'm trying to do. I acquired at least 3 books more than I intended to this month, and I need to read all 6 of these books first before I buy any more books. It's gonna be really hard because the book buying itch is strong with this one. The first book I have to show you, you've already seen in my February Owl Crate unboxing. You can click here to go watch that if you haven't seen it already. But I have gotten Caraval by Stephanie Garber. This is a very pretty cover. I'm about 20% of the way into the book, but I haven't really picked it up in a few days and haven't had a burning desire to pick it up again. I don't know if I'm going to finish it in time for you to see something about this in my February wrap up, because it's not the end of February just yet for me. I still have a day or two. Hopefully I can finish this, but I don't really have high hopes for this book as I have read 20% of it, and yeah. If you want to know more about the book, go check out my unboxing. I read the synopsis of it in that video, so go check it out. These next 2 books come from my On My Radar video of books that I was excited to acquire in the near future of new releases, and the first one is The Careful Undressing of Love by Cory and Haydu. This is about some magical realism, which is mainly why I bought this book. Here's a little blurb. The girls of Debonair Street are cursed. For decades, the old women of the block have told the young ones that any boy that they love will die too soon. But today, the curse is less a terror and more of an eccentric accessory. I can't speak properly. Something that makes the girls from the shortest street in Brooklyn special. To fight the curse, they never cut their hair. They always wear keys around their necks. When they pass regular people, stare and whisper Debonair to their friends. These days, Debonair girls don't truly believe their futures are limitless. Then Jack, their Jack, the boy everyone loved, dies suddenly. And in that instant, the curse seems not only real, but like the only thing that matters. I hate when that kind of vocabulary is in books. All their once bright futures look hopelessly dark, and their city turns against them. I haven't read a good magical realism book in a good long time. I think the last one and the only magical realism book I've really ever read was The Strange and Beautiful Stories of Ava Lavender, which I absolutely loved. So I'm hoping this will have the same effect. I do love magical realism, so hopefully I can get to this in the month of March, because if I don't, I can't buy more books. You know I'm gonna break the rules. I always break the rules. Why do I put rules for myself? Next we have Empress of a Thousand Skies by Rhoda Belleza. I'm excited to get to this quite soon. It looks like a short-ish read in comparison to some of the books I've been reading lately. Crown Princess Rhiannon Ta'an wants vengeance. The only surviving heir to an ancient Collusion dynasty, Rhi has spent her life training to destroy the people who killed her family. Now, on the eve of her coronation, the time has finally come for Rhi to claim her throne and her revenge. Alyosha is a Raytan, who has risen above his war refugee origins to find fame as a dashing star of a Joan Vision show. This takes place in space. It's sci-fi-ish. Despite his popularity, Ali struggles with anti-Raytan prejudices and the pressure of being perfect in the public eye. Their paths collide with one brutal act of violence. Ree is attacked, barely escaping with her life. Ali is blamed for her presumed murder. The princess and her accused killer are forced to go into hiding, even as a war between planets is waged in Ree's name. But soon, Ree and Ali discover that the assassination attempt is just one part of a sinister plot. Bound together by an evil that only they can stop, the two fugitives must join forces and save the galaxy. This sounds like a really interesting book. I'm erring on the side of caution of the whole insta-lovey crap that I'm assuming that is going to be in theirs, but I've heard for some people that it's pretty good. I don't know. I will see for it for myself. And now we get into story time. Kayla went to a bookshop, and this is what happened. I went to the bookstore with the intent of getting A Conjuring of Light by V.E. Schwab. It is the third book in the Shades of Magic series. I have the first two books. I've read the first, not read the second, but now I can binge read all three. I went there for the specific purpose of getting this book. However, and you know, obviously you know the ending of the story, I have the book in my hands. I took it off the shelf, and this is pretty thick. Like, this is a good chunk of a book. And then I opened it like this, and I went, ooh, that's a lot of money. This is $36.99 Canadian dollars. And I put it right back on the shelf. I went, maybe I don't need this book right now. And of course, being me, I tweeted about it. I went, holy crap. As I had my Twitters open, I went from the fantasy section to the teen section, aka the YA section. As you do. I almost dropped a book just now. And I just was like, oh, I'm not getting a book. I need to get a book or something. I can't walk out of the store without a book. It will hurt me if I do. So I, perused the shelves. I'm like, what haven't I, heard in a while? What book am I interested in? There's a lot of debating going on as you stare at the books on the shelves. And I came across Cruel Beauty by Rosamund Hodge. This is a Beauty and the Beast retelling. The main character's name is Nyx, and I like that. I have been wanting to get this for a while, so excuses. I wasn't going to get the book I wanted, so I was going to get a book. And then right next to this book was another book in the same universe, but it's a standalone. I think it's very confusing because I don't know. But I got Crimson Bound by Rosamund Hodge, which is a Red Riding Hood retelling, I think in the same universe. Goodreads is kind of weird about that because some people are saying it's just a standalone, it's not part of the same series, but like if you put the two books side by side, they look like they're from the same series. So I had these in my hand and I went back to the Twitters, as you do, and someone was like, do it, because I really wanted to get A Conjuring of Light, and some people are horrible, and I have no self-control. So I made my way back to the fantasy aisle. It was the only copy on the shelf. I picked it up and was like, okay, go straight to the checkout. Don't look at any more books. Just go. So I got A Conjuring of Light as well. As you can see, it's in my hand. So that is the tale of my book buying adventures of February 2017. Like I said, I'm going to try to read these books before I buy any more books, because if I don't, I will get in the habit of just buying books for the sake of buying books, which is not what I wanted to happen this year. I slipped and now I have to read all these books, but it will be done. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a like, a thumbs up, and hit that subscribe button. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!